The Cabo drama is way too thick, and we're one step closer to finding out what's really going on between Ryan and Kat. The review is up next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey.
Hey. Hey.
I want to take a trip now.
Now we going to Cabo.
I feel like I'm there, like down Cabo.
Hey. Viva la Mexico.
Hey, cheers.
Yes. Cheers, ladies.
To another week of Black Ink Crew Chicago. What's up, everybody? We are here with your review for the Black Ink Crew Chicago season 3, episode what, 13 now?
It's so much. I think it is episode 13.
Oh, I am your girl, Carmelita Simone. You can call me Carmen, and you can catch me on Instagram at king_karma_. We have a special guest in the house today.
Hey! Listen, somebody said Cabo and I said I'm coming.
Yes, girl.
Yo, it is your girl, Miss Candi Marie. So glad to be joining you guys today.
Yes.
You can find me on Instagram at Miss Candi Marie and on Twitter at SweetCandor
Yes.
What's up, y'all? I'm El Marie. You guys can find me at Instagram and on Twitter at El Marie TV. Drinks
Hey
already
guys.
kicking
Ooh, cheers. Your drink is kicking in. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Nakia Monet and I am with Viva La Ready. You can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom.
Yes. What's up,
Woo!
ladies?
I'm hyped. I feel like I'm in Cabo right
We are
now.
ready, girl. Kiki brought us this what's it called?
My little assortment of drinks
What-
for Cabo.
Well, she got some
all my
thought juice here.
Thotteritas.
Thought juice.
Thought
And then
juice.
we put a little Jack Daniel's shot in it.
Because it was a Cabo theme, and I'm
Right.
like, we don't really have margaritas, so we get thotteritas.
Thotteries. And this trip is very thotty, so I feel
Oh,
like
man.
it is. Now it's,
Oh,
buddy.
This is only
right,
the
look.
beginning.
Take a sip, everybody. And this is this episode's called Part 1.
Yeah.
So there's a
Part
Part
1.
2 next week.
I know now. I don't know what world. I'm like we're not living in TV land right now, but like I was really expecting to see everything, but I see we
Nope.
still gotta wait.
You know VH1 ain't gonna
Yeah.
give us everything. They want us to come back next week.
So we had to invite. I needed a couple. Since this was a couple
Cabo
trip,
trip.
we had to bring Candy in because I couldn't come to Cabo alone.
Listen. I have one word to describe my experience. Bitch.
Bitch. She was like, how dirty does it get? Because we need to use real
Yeah,
words.
so
to
Candy
describe
is
the bullshit
our
that goes on.
AfterBuzz TV sister, and she does another
Yes.
show. So sometimes when I'm watching our show, she's like, "What are you guys watching?" And we're like, "Black in Chicago."
Right.
So now she got a taste of what we were watching.
Yes,
she's
honey.
like, "I gotta, can I come?"
And
It's
what a
crazy.
week! What a week to join in, girl.
Wow.
Because I'm like, I don't even know where to start. Like, so much shit
much.
happened this week.
I guess you could start with the lighter point, Van, since he's the only one who's not there.
Well, Charmaine doesn't let us down.
Of course.
Charmaine
Oh,
turns
sis.
one
Let
hell
us
of a
down.
turned up trip. You know what I'm saying? And in the true nature of Charmaine, like she doesn't let us down one bit, and it has the spirit of twerking and turning up and shaking ass all over it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Meantime, Van is at home,
Womp, womp, womp.
stressed,
Sorry, Van.
like
Womp, womp,
with the
womp.
long face.
Oh, Vanny.
His girl is hanging in there with him, like
She a rider.
She
right.
Because
He really needs to hurry up and put a ring on that
Bitch.
bitch.
'Cause after
No,
last
change her
week-
last name, yeah.
womp, womp, womp.
Exactly.
She's a good one because, you know, after last week's episode where her and Van get into that horrible
Right.
fight where I've never really seen him get so aggressive like that. And I love Jen because she's like, what's good? I'm 5'9". I will
Right.
fuck you up. So it really takes a lot. You know, relationships are hard. They're
It
not
is.
easy. And to be going with your man through probation and he's on parole and stuff like that. So I give it to her for
the
sticking
whole
through
time,
it.
like that awkward moment where you have to like pretend that ordering buffalo wings in
Oh.
Chicago is more turned than like everybody
Cabo.
being in Cabo.
Right.
It's like, oh baby, they got lemon pepper wings. This is really not, girl.
We can get him extra spicy.
Right?
We can just probably walk up. Are there beaches in Chicago? You from Chicago?
Yeah, we have beaches.
Maybe they can walk on the beach.
Yeah, like the
Go
shore,
to the lake,
the
yeah.
lake, right? But the cool thing is that Van like apologizes
That was big.
for
Yeah.
I
his little
appreciate
go
that.
off.
You know, because
Yeah.
I'm not used to Van and his aggression.
He had a little
you know, I was a
moment.
little nervous for a
Well,
second.
his aggression towards Jen, because he can get kind of crazy sometimes. We've seen him, you know.
Well, this is the first time I saw it kind of come
In a
out.
while. Because after he got out of jail, he's been kind of...
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, he
though,
had this little thing with Ryan. in the
though
beginning,
him and
like,
Ryan
this
went through it, and
season.
I
Forget
see
the
he
OJ
had
gloves.
Right. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Van, we ain't gonna never let you live down those
that.
damn OJ gloves. But even after the whole Ryan thing, he's kind of... Because there's been situations where, like, I thought he would have turned up. I was like, oh, Van is... Good.
He's actually been really, really
to calm
funny and
down.
kind of like
So
a nice little gel that kind of helps things
and
calm
I like
down.
that he acknowledged the fact that
Yeah.
he was stressed over other things. You know, the
Right.
whole thing with the parole officer and not being able to go to Cabo and just a lot being on him because sometimes people want to, you know, not take responsibility like
Yes.
other people on this cast
Child.
for their actions. So I can
Lily.
appreciate that from Van.
Oh, girl, that Lily, that damn
Lily,
Lily.
that
damn
damn Lily,
Lily.
that damn Lily. Now, shout out to Van. Shout out to Van this episode because I'm proud because last week I was
Right.
upset at Van. I think everyone was, but like, he's human and he was going through it, and I'm happy that he was able to recognize that and apologize to his girl.
And he got a rider. She's like, baby, you
Oh,
know.
Jen. I love
it's
Jen.
okay.
She's a
Yeah.
real one. She's
I
a real
really-
one.
yeah.
'Cause I probably would have went to Cabo.
You would have
Yeah.
I would have
Yeah.
went to I'm just happy to be here now in Cabo.
Okay.
Drinking my little thought
Yes,
juice. This is
drink
great.
I'm like, I
Great.
go with Dawn. He can hold me down. You stay here, boo. But she's a good girlfriend, so
Yeah.
I give it to her.
And then also like, and it's one of those things. You are cool with everyone, but at the
Right.
same time, your man would be the reason. You
Yeah.
So do you really go without him?
she's a plus
Right.
one.
That's
Yeah.
true.
All the
Speaking of plus
girlfriends.
ones,
Yeah, all the
Nikki.
girlfriends.
I was
But
like,
we'll
all,
come back to her.
yeah, all the girlfriends are plus ones,
Right. So meanwhile, Van.
Technically.
Right.
Well, except for Charmaine.
except for Charmaine. I love her.
Well,
Charmaine's on everybody's list.
I love
Girl,
her.
You coming.
Flip side, yeah.
Right. Yo, so they in Cabo and Van's at home sobbing. They're in Cabo, turned like the house is lit. You can tell they are ready to have a good time. They're sliding down the steps. They're
Yeah.
doing all kinds of cool, weird, crazy
must have
shit
been
that you
drinking
do
on the plane.
only when you're out of town.
They were lit already.
You know, and as soon as they get there, you know, Charmaine hits the pool, his dick's in the pool.
My girl.
Perfect turn up. We already know, you know, the weekend's about to be about. And then Lily,
Oh, Lily.
your girl Lily.
You know I love me some Lily, but she just be doing too much, bruh. Like,
yeah, I felt the pressure building when she knocked him in the pool.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
and then it's like
I was like,
Ryan's not that type of person.
First
So
of
you got to
all-
know his moods and like and that when he
Yes.
was calm, chill, he was fully clothed with a hat on. Like this might not be the time to push him. in the
especially when
pool.
someone's fully clothed. Like,
Yeah.
one, I'm not into swimming, but I love the pool, so I'm not pushing anyone in the pool.
First of all, when somebody's leaning, just as an adult, like we all have like technology now, there's cell phones,
Yeah.
like all kinds of stuff.
And
like,
do you know if he knows how to swim?
if I'm leaning,
Right,
I
that
have
too,
a
yeah.
cast on, I'm leaning head down, you push me, and he falls in head first.
Right.
He
That boy
just
is-
had a
Right.
heart attack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, she's not thinking because I'm like, what if that boy really hurt himself and he has an anxiety attack? He freaks out in the water. What if he doesn't know how to swim?
Right.
with
Right.
one arm.
One arm.
Right.
With one
I
arm.
was gonna say, and the whole issue with his cast and then getting his cast wet, that
Right.
has to be uncomfortable for him now.
And then
Like,
her excuse is like he can't buy another phone. I shouldn't have to buy another
Exactly,
phone.
because it wasn't my plan.
You're
to.
gonna buy me another phone,
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
Think
just say
about
you're sorry.
Lily don't never take responsibility for her
Ever.
actions.
That's El Marie.
At
That's what I
first.
says about
Ever.
her.
Sometimes it takes her a few weeks or a few days to get with the program, but she never takes
But like in
responsibility.
that moment, you know you pushed him. He has on a cast. He got that wet. He can't get it fixed. He,
Yeah.
You know his phone. He has two phones. This is his business. Even though they may be
Yeah.
on vacation, that's his business. Apologize.
Just be like, you know what,
are you
girl?
defending?
I wasn't even
Right,
thinking.
And
yeah,
Rachel
my
checked
bad.
that. Rachel was like, "You talking about you're trying to apologize? I haven't heard an apology
I
yet."
would say I'm
Exactly.
proud.
Okay,
I'm,
Rachel.
I'm happy that
And
Rachel.
I just want
For
to
your
I
man.
appreciate how subtle Rachel was because I think if it was me, I would have had to lose my damn mind.
Like,
I
girl.
think I just pushed my man in his damn pool.
But I'm happy that, like, because you know when you see Rachel, she doesn't really talk as much.
But when she says
when
something,
she says something, she commands the room, which I
Exactly.
love. So I'm happy that she was like, "No, you didn't apologize.
Right.
He has a cast. He cannot get that wet." I was like, "That's right, Rachel. Stand up for your man.
right?
Get that bitch."
She's a grown woman, and I
I love
appreciate
Rachel.
that about her.
I do love Rachel.
Yeah, she carries herself with a nice composure.
Yeah, but Lily, girl, if you realize right after, just be like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't even know." Help the brother out the pool.
Exactly.
Be like, "I am so sorry. I will
sorry."
pay for that phone." Because in reality, he's gonna be like, "No, you don't got to do that. It's all right."
Immediately.
I don't know.
Immediately.
Ryan might be like, "She paying for my shit."
Well, like Charmaine said, he's not a princess. He's a Nubian
He's a
queen.
Nubian queen.
Yeah,
I'm just repeating what Charmaine said, Ryan. Please don't come for me.
But she
you
had
know
us
I love
dying
you.
when she said that. That was hilarious.
That was one of my favorite quotes from Charmaine. She's like, he's not a princess. He's a Nubian queen.
Girl.
We love you, Ryan.
Oh my God. It's just so now we're in Cabo with the soggy sock.
thing.
He calls it a soggy sock. And we find ourselves at the dinner table. Everybody's trying to make up or like trying to forget and ignore the fact that Lily is acting. I'm trying to find nice words to use because
Right, I like Lily, but she just
I don't.
be doing
we're trying to pretend that we're trying to act like Lily's cool, but she's not cool.
Yeah,
so everybody's like extra.
You know what it is? It's like people you want to like her, but then it's like, do I really like her?
Up. Yeah.
And
she gotta put that bottle down. Little baby be drinking.
It's the
That's
bottle.
exactly what it
It's
is.
the bottle, and
It's
that relationship she went through before, because
was.
you can see it coming out throughout her interactions with Jake Jr. all the time. Like, she's always flipping the script on him, and
So there's some trauma there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The issue
Yeah.
with her dad, like, of course, like, we know you've been through some things, Lily, but a bottle and getting drunk is not the answer. Like, being numb and not facing the issues is not
she
the
be
answer.
like,
'Cause then you're wilding out on everyone else.
It's like a blank.
And it's not fair. And we know you're going through things, but we all go through things in life.
Yeah.
And picking up that bottle is not what's going to help. And Lily, you can tell she's a great person. It's like, you know, everyone wants her to win, but then she'll do something and you're like, Lily, come on. And that's why I like what Junior said. Junior's like, because she's not drunk, she's sober. Like, and he gets it. He's like, I can't be around her when she's
Maybe
drunk.
that's her defense mechanism.
It
It's
is.
just pushing people away or
definitely
being
is.
self-destructive like that.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
I like her. I just want her to win. I want her to win, but I also want her to grow up and take responsibility for her actions. Like how she came at Cobra, she's coming at Junior. It's
Right.
like, girl, come on, grow
Right.
up.
And even the next day, like you said, when they were at dinner, she still wasn't taking the responsibility. She did in, like,
Right.
the
Took her, like, 2 days.
the confessional part, but like not face to face with Ryan. Like, it took her a while. Like, it's the next day. Why are you still trying to defend yourself, Lily? You were wrong.
And that's it.
Just
And we
admit
good.
it.
We good
wrong.
money. Like,
Do that.
we'll still be family, but just say, you know what? I was wrong. My bad.
Right.
And let's keep it moving.
And Charmaine's like, she ain't mean no harm by that.
I love Charmaine.
She is the life of the
Charmaine.
party for sure.
Charmaine, if you watch this, I want you to be my friend. Because you know why I love Charmaine? Because every time there's drama or something happening, Charmaine's like, look, like Charmaine and Dawn, which is ironic because we know what happened with Charmaine and Dawn. But they're like the two examples where it's like, look, let's just chill. We're here. Get over it. Move past it.
Speaking of Dawn, Ashley gave him a pass.
Dawn.
And I'm surprised
I was so
both
happy.
of them.
Right.
They're growing.
They are growing.
It's growth.
I'm so happy that we get to see this side of Donna, that they are going beyond this little
Yes.
scripted pocket they tried to slide him into, and
yeah.
they're showing us that he's a man. And then his wife is like, okay, baby, you've been doing
And
good
I
by
like
me.
that they show that because, like, from
dope.
past seasons,
Right.
how you know Ashley, you think that she's like jealous and crazy.
Right.
So I'm happy that now they're showing like a real side of Dawn and Ashley,
Right.
where she's like, do your thing, bro. Like, I'm
Right.
good.
And
trust you.
I think black relationships need to see that side.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to give your man a pass and let him go out, because that also shows that you trust him. That shows growth.
And you're
Right.
not
I respect
insecure.
it.
Right.
Exactly.
Which I love. She's like, boo, go do your thing. Because he's, you know, Dawn has grown and he's definitely been doing his
Right.
thing.
He's
Dawn has
trying.
literally become like VIP to me.
Right.
Like cast member of the year.
Right.
Because he's literally, but it's all about growth. Everything is a learning experience.
Right.
And that's what every time we sit here weekly and we give our comments and we talk about everybody on the show, but like I was telling Ryan, I'm like, everyone is growing and we get that. We're just commenting on what we see. And we know it's a learning experience. And none of
Right.
us is perfect.
Right.
And
So
there are
that's
layers
why.
to everything.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And that is life.
And that is
And
life.
we love you all.
I'm trying to figure out, we were trying to figure out, remember what Neek does for a living. Because they charged the whole trip to his car.
'Cause, child, that
Craft
credit card is
services.
lit.
There was a whole mariachi band in the foyer.
Right.
And a limo.
And they're all
He
in the
got the
same
limo.
flight together and the limo.
We sitting next to each
Hold up,
other.
did they ever say that the whole trip was on Neek?
They make it seem
They
that
made
way.
it seem, but those who, you know, work
Tell me
production.
I
about
know,
Neek,
like,
y'all.
we
Y'all
know
gotta
what the
inform
real
me
is.
about
So Neek is Charmaine's boo, her boyfriend, which I love for her.
Yeah.
Nice
Sometimes I
dynamic.
love him for her, but
Yes.
sometimes I'm like, all right, Neek, calm down. Because sometimes he be saying some wild things to her, but he seems like a really good dude because
Right.
Charmaine's like the wild card and Neek is kind of like her calm.
Right.
Which I feel like every wild person needs
Right.
that balance.
Yeah.
So he kind of
And
funded
he
this
accepts her
trip.
wild.
Yeah, he's
He
tired
accepts
of
it.
her. He's tired of her working so much. So
Yes.
he's like, we need to spend time together. He plans a couple's trip, but little does he know that she's gonna bring work to the. She's gonna bring sand to the
Yeah.
beach. She's gonna bring work to Cabo with her. So
Right.
now she's invited the entire crew at
on their
Nine
trip.
Mad.
But shout out to him for
Cabo.
accepting that, and
goes with
he's
it.
like, you know what, it is what it is, and they're now having a blast.
So we're at breakfast. Lily and Brian finally make some peace or whatever. We just decide to ignore how goofy Lily is, basically, because we're on the island and we can't get away from her.
She
So
start drinking that damn tequila.
We're,
That's how
we're
we
in
drink
Mexico.
whiskey.
We can't get away from her. So, like, okay, we'll just pretend that you're cool to be around until it's time to get back on the plane. Basically, that's what happened. I don't know what's going on. But,
Are you excited about
You think you in Cabo? You
Okay.
like you?
I can't get right.
I'm
You're
sipping
str-
and
you-
talking.
What does a starter reader? What are you giving me?
I know, because
It's
you're
the
welcome.
damn starter reader. How
You
did
know
I
that
get
'cause
so
I started
turned
reading.
around?
She over there
Carmen
stroking
over there,
and
she like,
everything.
woo.
So look, we think shit is about to get back on this sweet page. And we cut to Danielle
Oh Lord.
hopping off the plane with Kat, talking about, girl, I know I told you this was a girl's trip.
You mad.
What would y'all do in that moment?
I would strangle my friend.
That is the messiest of messiest,
Because she
conjuringest
her
of
and her
conjuring.
boyfriend.
That is some bullshit. Now, first of all,
That's
why
fucked
didn't
up.
your man come?
Yeah,
Exactly.
so Terrence didn't
Because
want to be there.
Terrence don't. Because
You
remember
know.
what happened the last time?
Ryan, he
the
can't
last
get-
vacation because of
well,
Ryan.
At least
First
he
of
knows
all,
to stay away.
Ryan,
Yeah.
I hate to do this to you. Ryan seems to be the link of like Danielle, Kat. Is there anybody else? No, that's it. Just Danielle and Kat. But Terrence isn't coming because of the beef that he had with Ryan. But I believe Terrence should
But
stay
I
home.
with Terrence and
that was a
Ryan's
good
beef,
move.
I felt like that was for me. I thought that was on Terrence, and so
It
he
was.
knows
Terrence
to
did
say,
too
like,
much.
Stay away, like y'all don't mess.
You don't
stay
need
away.
to come no place.
But you could have told your friend like, "Hey, I want you to come with me." I'm
Right.
you know, don't be that selfish to where you can't go on a trip by yourself. You have to
Right.
manipulate your friend to come with you.
Should they have
without giving
stayed
her all the
home, or
facts.
should it have not been?
But
Should it
Kat
have,
didn't know.
should it have not been a couple's trip? Should everybody have been invited, or should it have been a couple's trip
I
and
feel
they
like
should have stayed
It
home?
would have been fine if it was a couple's trip. So
Right.
if your man decided like not to go because he's beefing with someone else and you still decide to go, okay, be grown enough to go by yourself. You're friends with everyone. You know everyone.
Right.
You have a man, so it's not like you're going as this single girl who's like embarrassed that she's by herself
with your
or
people.
something.
Right.
Go on a trip.
And
But I'm saying
literally,
it's not like Cat's not people's. Let's not act like Cat's not people's. The
She
problem
is.
She is,
you
but-
set your girl up because you knew
That's
something
shady.
was going on.
That's how she did that. And it's,
Why
it's,
would you
so shady.
even? It doesn't
Very.
matter what position Cat is in. If you're my girl, you're supposed to be allied to me. You're never supposed to put me
Yeah.
in a situation where it's like I'm caught
Right.
off guard.
So that's what I'm
Especially-
saying. She for
Messy.
Danny, she didn't feel secure enough to go on the trip by herself, knowing that with this information, Kat probably would have said no. So I'm gonna
Why would
lie
you
to
set
her
her
so she
up,
can
though?
come.
And even
Come.
after
was
Kat
set up.
explained to you what was really happening between her and Ryan, and you knew this was a couple trip and you knew Rachel was going to be there, one, you wasn't thinking about Kat's feelings.
Right.
You weren't thinking about Ryan and you weren't thinking about Rachel.
But if the shade is that she slept with Ryan before too.
She did.
So we
And I
don't
think-
know what your real motive is.
and that's why I
We
was
really
saying,
don't.
and this is no shade to
Yes,
girl. Welcome to
girl.
Black Ink Chicago.
Welcome to Black
Take a
Ink
sip. Take a sip.
Chicago.
Welcome to Black Ink. And that's why I think, like, it had it been like a Charmaine, a Cobra, maybe even Lily's, I feel like someone would have taken into consideration. But the fact that Danielle already had relationships with Ryan and she was being selfish, I don't think she put her friends' feelings first. And I think that was fucked up. Excuse my language.
That's super fucked up.
That wasn't right in the put. And you telling Kat
And I
in
got-
Mexico.
You, right, you
angle.
tell me after I get off a plane.
Come on,
Well,
bro.
here's another angle. Just from being, somebody that's new to the conversation, new to the party. What if she purposely did that because she wanted the shit to hit the
That's
fan?
what we're saying.
And she was jealous.
Messy.
Right, messy
Because
boots.
maybe the child.
That's the only way that I can look at it. If this is supposed to be your best friend, why would you purposely
would
put
you
her
do
in the
that?
position
Because
for this shit to blow up in her face?
And you
Yeah.
knew all these
Unless-
couples were gonna be there. You probably knew something was gonna
And
pop
then not
up.
to mention, she knew that they've been texting this whole damn
Right.
time.
That's the
I
thing.
was saying last time when
put
she
her
gave like that
down.
little smirk or something when people were asking what went on. If you don't want anyone to know you know anything, keep your mouth shut. But she,
Exactly.
That means
She's
you
like,
know
I'm not gonna
something.
say
Hey, you better
anything,
cut your
but
losses,
What
girl.
is
Let
it?
that girl go.
Danielle, why would you do that to your friend? Now, if you was a real person, you could have been like, you know what, guys, my boyfriend's not coming. I would love to invite Kat. She is 9-man fam. Go to Kat. Kat, I would love for you to come on this trip. It is a couple's trip. Ryan and Rachel may be there. Like, you don't do that to your friend just to get her to go.
Right.
Because she could have, you know what, maybe she would have went because
Right.
the fam's going to be there. Come through.
It's a free trip.
It's free.
Right.
Or,
Like
I mean,
she-
some things aren't worth it. Like, you are in, first of all, everything is starting to come out. Like,
Yeah.
okay, won't have to get to that yet because I think I'm getting ahead of myself. But there are certain things that you turn down. Like,
Yeah.
everything ain't worth the price of a free
Yeah,
free, you
true,
get
I
what you
agree.
pay for
Yeah.
sometimes. It's like a bunch of bullshit lies behind the free.
Left
You know what
that
I'm
alone.
saying?
But Danielle was
So,
shady for that. For doing
Super
that.
shady. She should not have done that.
Like, Candy's right. Maybe she did that for the drama.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, all I know is she walked into breakfast and Ryan gagged. Everybody
Gagging.
gagged. Dawn gagged.
mouth is on the
Dawn's
floor.
expression was like,
Right. Now, how does... Well, I guess everybody starts to catch wind. Because, you
Yeah,
know,
because
we'll
Tom
talk-
said, he was like, well, everyone heard what happened at
Right.
the lake house. Everyone heard what happened in that bathroom.
but then also remember at the lake house at the beginning, Ford gave Kat the damn flowers, and Nikki had a big fight with Kat. So at the beginning of the lake house, Nikki and Kat fight, and then Kat and Ryan are in the bathroom. So I think Dawn's looking at it like, damn, this
So
is
how
not
did
gonna be good.
Ford and Ryan, did they not know that they were both into the same girl?
Child, we asked the same question.
Every week we're trying to figure. So the beginning of this series, we don't know. Okay, so when this series started.
What the hell is going on? That's the even bigger question.
I think when the series started, they all had their past relationships.
They're a family. They've known each other forever.
Are they sharing girls too?
Well, they're not sharing girls, but imagine you go to college with a crew. Over the 4 years, when you were a freshman, you may have started with one guy, but you guys have done so much stuff together as a family that people start feeling more like a brother.
Yeah, I get that. And that happens.
And then you might be attracted to another person.
I mean, it happens.
And it just so happens that as that's going on, a TV show approaches them. They make a show. But now, I think when the show started, was it her and Ford?
But see, this is the whole mystery. We did not know anything about her and Ryan before this season.
It was just Cat and Ford we knew.
Yeah, I remember Cat and Ford.
Yes.
From way back when.
Cat and Ford were a thing.
Which has not been talked about yet.
Ooh, we need
weird.
It hasn't been discussed. Like, Ford hasn't approached Ryan when did you start
unless they have
smashing
secretly.
Yeah. Because the thing is, especially with a girlfriend like Nikki, like they can't beef. You can't beef with a guy
about another girl.
Yeah, about another girl.
Yeah, you can't.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So they probably did have to kind of. And Ryan's in the same situation.
Well,
like,
I mean,
neither
most
one
guys
of them
are
can really
bros
beef
before
over that
hoes
right
anyway.
now.
Yeah. But I remember when the show first started, I used to always say, like, damn, Cat and Ryan seem a little close. And I used to say, I feel like they've either kicked it or they are kicking it.
I just always felt like, who is smashing Ryan?
I mean, what did I say? What did I say last week?
It might have been Charmaine because remember he was paying bills and shit. Paying bills and shit.
I said this last week.
What?
You cannot be Ryan fine.
Well,
said it last week, and Ryan, you know what I said this. He's fine. You can't be Ryan fine and not expect to get in trouble. One of the seasons, Charmaine's car, maybe, but you know what? Then I thought about that. Maybe Ryan is just so loyal and was holding Charmaine down. Yeah. But I know that was a rumor circulating. When her car got towed, the audience was like, okay, is Charmaine and him hooking up?
Right. But then she hooked him up with her friend. But now that we know Charmaine, that might be like, Ryan, I got something for you.
Right. But Ryan and Danielle hooked up. We should make like a board.
I got a pretty girl.
We do. We need
a board of like.
Candy
needs a board.
Okay.
So it's like Ryan and Danielle, Ryan and Cat and Ford and Nikki. Come over here. Ford's brother is Dawn.
Ford and Velvet.
Ford and Velvet. Velvet and Cobra.
And Lily.
Lily and Junior.
Yeah, Junior.
Dawn and Charmaine. Come back down. Dawn and Ashley.
You want to see my board?
Like
this is my board.
And that's everybody. But I respect it though, because they all still respect each other. They still look at each other as a family.
Right.
But it is awkward that Kat walked in. And I feel bad for her because these are people that you're cool with. But now all the plus ones are there, the girlfriends. Right. No shade to the girlfriends, but she already had a problem with Nikki.
Right.
She's awkward because Rachel's there. So as a family member, you're like,
But before
Ryan.
she can even deal with that, like holding an anxiety, you know she's got this big old bubble on her stomach and butterflies are popping. Like we already know what's happening. You got to deal with popping off ass Nikki.
Oh.
Now we finally were like,
while
we were watching it, Kiki was like, oh, we finally get to see Nikki chilling out.
And I love seeing her goofy, like Nikki, if you're watching this, I was just saying, I love Nikki. She's so beautiful. Watching the show, I was like, I love seeing Nikki's goofy side and her chill side.
She's funny.
When she's not bugging out.
Right.
Literally
She feels
2
like a
minutes
baby
after I
sister.
said that, Kat walks in and I'm like, come on, Nikki.
But she says,
starts
like,
wilding.
it seems like she just wants to get on my nerves. But the thing is, it's like, you don't like being around her because she didn't do anything but walk in the room.
Yeah, she didn't do
You know
anything.
what? I'm gonna say
Say
this.
anything to you.
I like Nikki. I think she's justified in every single moment that she's popped off. I would have popped off if a little hoe was shaking her ass in my man's face.
No.
Yeah, that later.
Yes.
But
We're talking about Kat walking in.
When Kat walked in,
Light skinned Kat. She just walked in
with her
and Nikki
friend.
just started popping off.
right?
You know what? I probably would have popped off. I'm sorry, but I'm just
No, because here's the thing: Kat is not mad. Kat has the tattoos. Kat helped build the business.
And Kat didn't do
Nikki
anything.
is a plus one.
Nikki's boyfriend sent Kat flowers. Your boyfriend sent me
so
flowers.
the problem is your boyfriend, not Kat, is what you're saying.
Your
No,
boyfriend,
the problem is-
they had a fight.
The problem is being territorial.
Yes.
That's the real
And
problem.
insecure.
because
That is a problem.
They were messing with the same guy. When Kat came and spoke with us, she told us like, okay, he was messing with us. He wasn't my man. He wasn't her man.
Right.
He had 2 girls. That's what guys
Who
do when
came
they're
first?
single.
Who came first?
I think Kat came.
I think-
She said that Nikki.
Him and Nikki were together for a minute. I think they both were kind of, because before
But
the
he
show,
ended up choosing up with Nikki.
he chose Nikki.
And
Nikki
Kat
and
had
Kat
her own
fought.
shit going on. Nikki and Kat fought last season. So now Kat has her own man. She's moved away. Nikki is before they're in a relationship, but Nikki does not like Kat's presence. She's still bothered by her presence, and she kind of is like she's quick to fight. So that's just.
And Kat, all she did was walk in the room. Like I didn't do anything.
She's threatened by Kat a little bit.
She is threatened by her because I feel like if you're secure, and my man is sitting next to me, me and you already beef is good. I don't even have to look at you. You feel me? I'm not gonna pop off because what is that doing?
Exactly.
And my man, I know he's going home with me, and I'm about to fuck him in this room in Cabo.
Even
though popping off on you for?
Even though it was a couple's trip, it's not fair that it made Kat look pressed to be there because she didn't even know that was going on. It's not fair.
That wasn't right.
What she signed up
but
for.
she has a right to be there more than you do.
It's
Nikki.
a family, exactly, and that's what I was like. I love Nikki, but at the end of the day, like Kat is my mag,
right?
And the little shade she threw, I was like, no, girl, Kat.
I can feel her feeling super comfortable with the fact like she's feeling like she's not mag. It's like, oh, we are finally all getting along, and we all like, oh, okay, I get it. But they probably really are family off camera.
Yeah, they're so cute. They're cute off camera.
Yeah,
but it's like, don't pop off on me because your man did something. We moved past it. Don't even talk to me if you don't like me. You don't even look at me.
Right.
I'm not even looking at your man.
Right. Like I could just pretend you could be a non-factor. Like I can really look at you and act like you're not here and not even give you an emotional response. Like
let's turn up. Let's have a good time. Let's drink some Faderitas, girl.
Faderita it up.
But I love seeing Nikki's funny, goofy side. I love her because she's so beautiful, and we go.
We're just catching her at 21. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Really young.
Yeah, she's a boo boo. She's beautiful.
She's
she's a baby.
She'll be a badass.
She's 21.
She's some 20-something, maybe
she's early
20s.
20s. I think she's a little older than 21, but she's early 20s.
I think she's like 24.
Because I think with
that's why we don't go too hard on her.
Yeah,
it's a
we don't.
maturity level. So that she is where technically she is not even supposed to be, but it makes sense for where she is.
Exactly.
And that's how like Carmen says like we don't go too hard on her because she's a boo boo. You know what I'm saying? And she's dealing with a man who she's madly in love with, and we love them together. And I think she's still dealing with insecurities and jealousies, and that's how we've seen her pop off, and that's why I loved seeing her goofy and calm.
Right.
But then Kat came in, so
you know. So then when we like, okay, Kat is like, I don't give a fuck what happened between us before, but what you're not gonna do. Kat is through. Kat is like, bitch, I done got off the flight.
Kat's like, I'm stressed out. Leave me alone.
Right. The guy that I have this secret thing that's going on, like, she's looking at Rachel feeling like shit. And she's looking at Ford like, damn, like, who knows what's going through Kat's head.
Dawn is at the grill.
So Nikki's popping off like, and Kat's like, it's whatever.
But can I say
at this point?
Would she feel like shit if Rachel wasn't there?
Ooh, that's a good question. She's shaking the table. She's shaking the table.
Honestly, would she feel like shit if Rachel wasn't there, or would she be all up in Rachel's man's face?
Well, the tea that's spilling is that she ran away from the situation.
Yeah, true.
So I think she still would feel uncomfortable because after it happened, she ran away to LA. She has her own shopping away. She left Chicago.
Oh, that was a good
because that was a really good question because of the situation. So I think she would feel uncomfortable, but not as uncomfortable.
Not as uncomfortable.
But because now the girlfriend is there. You're like, but I think if Rachel wasn't there, she would have felt weird, but her and Ryan probably would have automatically talked about it. Probably.
They probably would have
looking at her on that beach, though. He was looking at that little booty when she was doing that.
Right, and then okay, so what we see happen is we get to see what happens when a woman feels guilty and when a man feels guilty. Because the first thing Ryan did was keep his motherfucking cool like ice water, okay? Baby, let's go out. First thing he did was got her ass out that house.
It's a very nice restaurant.
Get your shit, we're going to eat. I'm going to get you drunk.
He is smart.
He's smart.
Very smart.
You know, he is giving her all the mac and cheese that this fucking dinner table can take. Like the table is about to collapse from mac and cheese because Ryan's giving like the baby, you know, the smooth. Like, he's giving the eyes, honey.
Love you, girl.
I'm like, oh, that's how you get them.
Mac and cheese.
Ryan is going to dig.
Oh, Ryan.
I know, because he...
but we got to talk about it, Ryan. It's just our job. We got to talk about it.
Yeah, we got to talk about it. Because he was like, I'm glad we're on the straight and narrow now.
Yeah,
like,
he goes in. Baby, I'm so glad everything between us is perfect. It's nothing going on. Ain't no bullshit.
Ryan.
I'm not cheating. I'm for sure not cheating. Are you cheating? Like, everything that he's saying is like mac and cheese. Meanwhile, Kat's at home.
Right, with all this tea
Kat is stressing
mac
out.
and cheese, crispy on the ends and everything, girl. Meanwhile, Kat is at home melting down. She needs somebody to tell the truth to. Somebody.
Damn.
I gotta fucking tell somebody what's going on because I can't take it no more. Meanwhile, Danielle,
I'm so upset.
I feel like we should just put her on a rowboat and like shove her
Danielle,
out
you
into
gotta
the
go
ocean
for
for the
doing
rest
that
of
to
the
Kat.
trip.
That wasn't right.
But she spills the tea. Like, yo, he's on my heels. this is her side of the story.
Right. We haven't heard Ryan's side
He
of the story.
wasn't with her. He wasn't with Rachel last summer, and they were getting it popping on the low. It got too much. Now, didn't I call this?
Yeah.
I called this. I said,
Yes.
what if she got away from Chicago because
You
of some
sure
shit
did say that because it was happening.
Yeah.
And according to Kat, he still
And then he got
was
back
still
with
texting
Rachel
her.
when she left.
But after that, even after the lake house, he was still texting her with Rachel still madly in love, according to Kat, allegedly. Ryan,
Now,
this is
Rachel
her
kind
story.
of said herself, like, I was living my life.
He was living his
doing
life.
my thing over here.
But what
He
Kat
was
is
living
saying
his
is when
life.
they were together, because at the lake house, him and Rachel were together.
True.
According to the way editing is made,
But she
we
said
don't
she
know.
felt like shit. She said she didn't feel good about that. And
Yeah.
But Ryan was still pressing the issue.
And like she said, she had a weak moment. She was drunk. She was caught up in his things and caught up in the fact that they did have a little something. And like she said, once again, Ryan, this is Kat's side. She said that she was asking him, I guess she was probably hearing things that him and Rachel are getting back together. And she asked him and he says, no, we're not getting back together and things like that. Like, come to find out you are.
Men.
Like that's rough. And you're trying to, maybe open up and see where something can go with someone.
And they're at the point where they're like, marriage is like, I know Ryan is like, what else can go wrong?
I know. Ryan's going through a lot.
Ryan is like,
Ryan's
yes,
going through a
this
lot.
is a storm. Like, we're witnessing a storm.
But
Like,
usually you have to go through that shitstorm for you to get over
You
it,
do.
for you to become great.
Right.
And I feel like this is his shitstorm.
Maybe this was a good opportunity to purge all the bullshit. Like,
Yeah.
maybe Kat was like the last shit he had to purge before. Because if you're ready to
get it
get
all out,
married,
girl.
you gotta
Right.
let shit go.
Yeah, it has
You
to
do.
get all out.
You do.
But girl.
It's like the universe.
Ooh, girl.
Ooh, girl.
Listen. But is it really, though, if he's been texting girl up until this point and he's saying he's ready for
Just
marriage? Honestly, I think he's just saying it because it sounds good for Rachel's ears to hear.
That's what we think, but I'm just saying
Ooh,
we
girl.
can't be
Ooh,
biased,
girl.
so we got to give all angles. Honey.
Right.
Yeah. Because the
But
only thing I can say about
I think that he wasn't planning on getting caught, and that Rachel was who he wants to be with.
Of course. I think
and I
Rachel
think what
is
I was
who
gonna
he's
say
gonna
was,
be.
Rachel's
and I think
comfortable.
hold on, I think that because I know what I just said with him telling Kat that he wasn't getting back with Rachel, and maybe she was hearing things. The flip side could be it wasn't definite yet with Rachel, so maybe I don't want to tell you this because
Right.
maybe I have to
It
come
was
over
not-
here and be
maybe
with
he-
you.
maybe
So
it felt like
Maybe
it wasn't
him and
her
Rachel
business.
on some real shit.
Yeah.
Maybe him and Rachel were just kicking it, and it wasn't definite. And that's what single people do.
That's
you
what they
date a
all
few people,
say.
and sometimes you may have two people in the running, and maybe
True.
one person asks you, and
Yeah.
you're like, you know what? No, we're not, because I don't know how serious. And he's been trying to get with Rachel for a minute because he loves her. That's the love of his life. And then maybe after Kat asked that question, him and Rachel got a little bit more serious.
Okay. Kat said
play devil's advocate.
Kat
Yeah.
kind of, for me to paraphrase Kat's feelings, she I think it bothered her that Ryan was able to kick it and feel like he could keep Kat on the low.
Yeah.
Like Kat has always been the first lady of Not Mad.
Yes.
Now there's another first lady in Ryan's house or in Ryan's life.
You're right.
And it's like you're not acknowledging me.
Ooh.
You know, it could
You're
be
right.
because she said I was like Ryan thinks he could just keep me on the low, and I don't like the way that
Right.
feels.
And like some women, like especially if you're dealing with someone, you don't want to be treated like the side chick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
Even with what you're doing.
when you more than that.
And you have history with this person. It's not like you just came in the mix. This is someone you have history with, and we've all been there.
you
You
know
feel
it's
me?
real.
I've been a Kat. We've been a Ryan. Like, it's real. So I think sometimes when you're dealing with someone like that, you're like, I'm not no side chick.
But she said, and she dealt with that. She was like, we had a thing. He was about to choose up. I felt that he was about to go towards Rachel. I wanted to leave it behind me. It was,
Right.
and obviously it was emotional. Obviously there was a real emotion.
It was a lot, especially
Because
when you're still texting.
if it's enough to make you want to go somewhere else and kind of get away from stuff, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
a
Like,
lot.
she took the steps to be like, all right, well, if that's what he gonna do, I got to do what I got to do for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, she had to remove herself.
Got a new man. Love, got a new man. Got blessed with who she's supposed to be with.
Little sexy chocolate thing.
And but she can't escape her past.
Yeah.
And what made it worse is that they had that little slip up, and they were like really cool about it when it was happening.
Yeah.
Like it didn't seem uncomfortable.
Right. And like
At the
later
lake
on,
house.
she's gonna confront Rachel, but I feel like it's more so that Kat and Ryan just need to talk.
When
Yeah.
when she said,
I'm like, don't do it.
I feel
Yeah.
like I should tell. I was
No.
like, that is guilt.
No,
Like
that's guilt.
it's
And I
only
get it.
gonna start more
Yeah, because
shit.
at this point, what is it gonna do?
I get it because I think in her mind she's thinking when this show premieres, I think for her she's probably always liked Rachel. Rachel probably already liked her. She's probably saying to herself, damn, when this show airs, Rachel's gonna now see and think that I'm this side chick, home wrecking person, and I'm not that person. But on the flip side, I'm like, Kat, you telling Rachel does absolutely nothing because she's not going to break up with Ryan.
Do anything.
Her and Ryan are still going to be a great couple. So I don't think she was telling Rachel so they can break up. I think it was to get her guilt out.
Right, because what is it going to do?
It was
I don't
therapeutic
understand
for her.
what it would have done.
Because it wouldn't have done anything, because him and Rachel are still a great couple. They
Yeah.
still love each other. But I think it was really for Kat to get that off her chest, because I think Kat's like, I'm not a side chick. I'm not a home wrecker. Here's what happened. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
and
she had to clear her conscience.
Yeah, she couldn't even look her in the eye and things like that.
Right.
She just, like you said, she felt uncomfortable, and it was more so her guilt. Like, I need to get that out, but you need to figure that out. Like I said, her and Ryan need to sit down and talk and
Yes,
have a
they do.
conversation.
And not to mention, she made it clear that it happened once. I noticed that she made it very clear it happened one time.
No, she said we was
The lake house
talking all
situation.
that
The lake
stuff.
house.
The lake house
The lake
situation.
house, that's
But
what
they
I'm talking about.
kicked it.
Like,
No, they was kicking it.
And according to her,
They have history of kicking it.
they after the lake house, he was still allegedly according to Kat, because we haven't heard your side of the story, Ryan. Because when you was here,
What do
Ryan,
you
we
expect
right
to
here.
happen? What do you expect to happen once you tell the girl to be forgiven?
I think that she wanted to be forgiven.
To be
I don't think she
forgiven.
wanted her and Ryan to break up. She doesn't want to be with Ryan. I think it literally is her conscience. And because Kat's a nice person, and you can tell Kat's a person that she wants people to like her, and I'm nice. Even
I
when we
wonder
met
what
her,
made
she's
her
super
feel
sweet.
like she couldn't be with Ryan. You think it was the 4 aspect? Because with
Maybe.
Ryan, you and Ryan have a history. Y'all are friends. He's trying to kick it. He wants to be with you. What makes you feel
But she
like
also
that
knew
was lingering
Rachel.
still. Yeah,
she
it was
knew that Rachel was.
Oh,
you gotta
always in the
understand,
picture.
Rachel is
And she got
number
the
one.
children.
And I think she looked at it like, I can't compete with Rachel.
Right.
Me and Rachel are here. Now it'd be different if it was a different chick, but
Right.
it's Rachel. And I
Yeah,
think
you can't
Kat's
compete
like,
with
I'm not
that.
competing with her.
Right.
That's love of his life. Where am I going?
Oh,
That's
God.
right.
Can you pass me that? Because this show's so damn stressful.
I just
So-
want to say this thought. Thank you to the Thought Juice, because
Oh, you're very
I couldn't
welcome.
have made it through without
Girl,
this
it's
juice.
Fat Wednesday.
I like what you did there.
yeah,
Ooh,
So
child.
everybody's trying to keep their cool. Cat is melting down. The girls are hip to the tea. No one spills their guts yet. And everybody's just trying to hide with a little bit of good fun and some ass shaking. Maybe some ass shaking will take our mind off of
We all
this.
need to be like Charmaine.
Cobra cannot stop referring to her girlfriend.
Velvet
My
cake.
girlfriend, my girlfriend, my girlfriend. Meanwhile, the homeboys know the tea,
Yeah.
and they're like not saying anything, but they know that the thought is on their way. So the thought gets there. Cobra finally feels like the couple trip is complete. First thing
Cobra.
baby girl does is goes and put her. Now she got a real nice body.
She do got a bomb body.
Got nice,
But she
nice
told
body.
Cobra, I want to twerk. I want to
She
twerk.
tells her girlfriend, "I want to twerk."
I want to work and make some money. Pay you back for this flight.
She somehow thinks it's appropriate to shake her ass. Now, I mean, I get it. I get the fun side of it. Because we get Charmaine's ass shake every week is like something that we count
Right.
on and we
Yeah.
look forward to. But Velvet,
Don't nobody know you.
I just feel like,
like a real show though. Like you really.
I
wanted
mean,
to
like
go
you
to
could
work.
take that stripper out the club.
Yeah, listen. See, here's the thing. Okay. Here's
You
the
lost
thing.
for words on this.
You can take the whole strippers, can't you?
No, here's the thing. It's like half and half. From Velvet's side, I'm a stripper.
I'm a stripper. You
My
know what I
girlfriend, I'm
do.
doing a show. If I'm a girlfriend, but I can't speak for all these women because it's different, because you don't know this girl from a hole in the wall. She's a stripper. She's
Right.
shaking her ass in everybody's face. For me, if I'm with my man, I'm secure to know like she's a stripper. My man, and for me, because I frequent strip clubs with my men. And that I've been a girlfriend where my boyfriends have been to strip clubs. I don't care, but I'm totally different. I'm very secure in every relationship that I've ever been in. That is me. I cannot speak for every woman.
I'm more upset about it coming from Cobra's point of view.
Now, yes.
Like,
now,
okay, fine, you want to shake, but you're
Cobra.
supposed to be
At what
mine.
point?
You're supposed to be shaking all
But
this
Cobra
on me.
walked out and said, my girl wants to put on a show.
She did, but I feel like
She
that's Cobra's
did
insecurity.
say
Well,
that.
no, I feel like that's Cobra's security, actually.
That's the thing. If my girl's a
And
stripper,
her doing that.
I get
That's
it.
the thing.
She's like, yo, my girl want y'all down for a show.
Because to Cobra, that's my girl. She's a
But-
stripper. Y'all not fucking her.
Okay, I think I missed that. I think I
not putting
missed
all that.
that.
You're gonna respect this
But-
relationship.
I think I missed that. First of all, okay, that's okay. All right, this is what I'm gonna say. All right, that's better.
Okay.
Cobra is dating a stripper. She's a stripper. That's what the fuck she is.
Came
That's
into
what
the
she
picture
does.
as a stripper.
You can't change her. That's what she does. You brought her to Cabo. You knew she was gonna be in the thong. You knew she wasn't gonna cover her ass.
That's fine.
She wasn't gonna cover
Her name is
ass.
Velvet.
Her name's a fucking Velvet.
Come on, bro.
Okay, beyond that, Velvet thinks it's appropriate to shake her ass, which is fucked up for Velvet. Velvet, you don't go to a couple's retreat and shake your ass for other niggas that you're gonna be there with their girls all weekend.
Yeah. But that just shows how Velvet, that's proof right there. She's not really into that situation. She's not into that relationship. Because that's disrespectful. I don't care about security.
Listen.
I don't care if you want to shake it. That's disrespectful.
Of Cobra being like, yo, my girl want to turn up. Y'all down for a show? Like, this what she
Like,
do.
I looked at it like, as the show was going on, I looked at it like this. If I'm sitting with my man, yeah, you could keep it going, but you were on for a little bit too long. I don't see anything wrong with you stripping. Because that's like if I'm getting married and you're at your bachelor party, I'm not going to walk in there.
But you're not going to hire your girl to do the dancing.
No, I'm talking about as the wife.
Right.
Do I think she was on it a little bit too long? Yes, because 2 weeks ago, last week, I said I think she's trying to throw the vajayjay at 4.
Yeah.
So from that point, I think she's inappropriate.
So can we talk about that? Because that was going to be my question.
Yes, she is.
I heard that.
Yes, she is.
In today's episode. What was that about?
So they go to the strip club. The boys go to the strip club, and they know that Cobra's girlfriend is a stripper. Mm-hmm. Velvet, where she fucked up was she was stripping and she was kind of too close to 4. And I said that. And I said, she is going to try to throw it at 4.
And she
I get Nikki for
Cobra.
That. And she said, Cobra's not my girlfriend. We just friends. I love, excuse my language, I love dick.
Did she say that?
Yes, she did. So the boys now in Cabo have this in their mind that this girl dissed Cobra. Cobra doesn't know this, which is so fucked up. So 4 knows this, Dawn knows this, and Junior knows this. She's like, oh, I love penis. I love penis. Cobra's not my girlfriend. So to me,
yes,
because I know that she's trying to give it to 4, it's fucked up. But as a girlfriend, I'm not mad that she was stripping in front of him.
Just your judgment, Cobra. At what point does Velvet start looking suspect?
But remember, to her, she's like, my girlfriend's a lesbian. Her shaking her ass in front of 4.
Right.
She don't want 4.
That chick has always felt fake to me.
She has.
It has always felt fake.
But you know what I thought about? Cobra had just broke up with her boyfriend.
Casted.
Cobra and her, Cobra and her boyfriend were together for a long time. Cobra and her man breaks up. She's vulnerable. She's depressed.
Right.
Her father died. You meet this girl.
This attention.
I don't care how much of a stripper you are. You ain't stripping in front of my friends.
You're not shaking your ass for my people.
But that's like dating a porn star and saying, no, I don't want you to go to work.
Well, you can go to work, but you're not going to fuck my friend.
No,
but
I'm
saying. Like,
I get it.
I get it. But if Cobra was okay with it, Cobra walked out and said.
Cobra did say she was okay.
She was okay with it.
Technically, she signed up.
Cobra knows who she's there with.
Yeah. But I think because Cobra, in her mind, thinks, my girlfriend likes girls. She doesn't like any of these boys. I want them to see that I'm popping because she said
Cobra
that.
Cobra gonna get what she can get. I think.
Well,
that's what
Nikki can't take
what she can get.
Nikki was trying her best, biting her lips in there.
She was. I give props to Nikki because Nikki, it took her 5 minutes. And usually my boo, she pop off in about a second.
And she tried to laugh it off like,
she
you
did.
should move
Nikki
around.
did good.
But that's why I feel Nikki, because Nikki was like, all right, and that's why I said, I wouldn't be mad if you're stripping in front of a group, but let's move it along.
It was funny.
It's a time limit. It's a time limit.
And then Velvet was the one to turn around and get mad at Nikki and keep saying something. Well, that's her man, sweetheart. Right. She want to check you and tell you to move on.
Right.
Move along.
If the girlfriend said something, I would have been like, yo.
I wasn't twerking on him. I was dancing for him.
She was definitely twerking on him.
Charmaine was like, well,
let's just enjoy the entertainment. She's a stripper.
Right.
Like the boys are throwing money at her.
If it was Charmaine shaking her ass, she probably wouldn't have felt.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Charmaine does it all the time. What's the difference? But Cobra, I mean,
because she's
I was gonna call her Lacey. Lacey Velvet is a
her.
real life stripper, and Cobra was okay with it. But poor Cobra doesn't know that this girl went behind her back and said that that's not my girlfriend. I like penis.
She didn't pay for it.
She didn't get punched in her
But
face.
do you think it really would have mattered to Cobra if she would have found out? I don't know.
Only because
now
I
think she should have told her the truth. I think Cobra is down to connect with who would give her love. I think
Yeah.
Cobra would have been like, oh, I'm bisexual
I think if she kept it, because Cobra's bisexual, I think if Lacey Velvet kept it real and was like, I'm bi, I do like penis, but she kind of went into this like, yeah, you're my girlfriend. Don't go to my boys and then be like, that's not my girlfriend. I like penis. Girl, what? Those are my people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think if she kept it real with Cobra wouldn't have cared. She would have been like, that's cool, girl.
Do we feel like Ford should have maybe gotten up and removed himself from the situation?
That's another thing.
Like he was on the phone.
That's another thing. Like we mad at the stripper, but Ford was sitting his black ass right there.
But he was on his phone. I peeped him. He was on his phone.
He wasn't looking.
He
He
was
was on his
He was
phone.
trying not to look.
He knows his girl. He was not looking. He was
But I
in
think
his
you should've
phone.
got
Get your ass up.
He was
You know
in
your
his short.
girlfriend. Get
he
up.
did. Eventually, he got up, didn't he?
No,
No.
they started beefing.
He got up
She
because
kicked the
Nikki was
table.
trying to fight her.
Nikki kicked the damn table. I was like, yes, Nikki, kick the damn table.
That's when he got up. Get up, bro.
I don't know. I feel like doing this while somebody is shaking their ass in your face is blatantly. It was like
For
ain't
him,
nobody
yes.
paying you no mind.
For him, yes,
Exactly.
but
Knowing how your girl is.
knowing
just
your
get up.
girlfriend,
Just
it's
He
get up,
should
different.
fam.
have took her hand and be like, "Come on, baby, let's
like
go do
it's different
something
if it's
else."
Neek. Like Charmaine wouldn't have cared. And that's what I'm talking about. The security. Charmaine wouldn't have gave a fuck. Like
Well, it's
there's
looking
certain
like
women who
next
don't
week
care.
they're gonna have
It is.
argument about
Yeah.
this.
But Ford knows his girlfriend. And
Right.
even though you're looking at your phone, you
Right.
know your girl. Let's bounce. Get up. Let's go.
Well, at least they got the fight broken up. That was two tall, strong Amazon girls going at each other. They was gonna tear the whole place up. Lord, all the big booties running around, bouncing, fighting and shit. Lord.
Before we go though, can we just go around and say like what our favorite moments of this psychotic episode was? Anybody? It was so much.
There was so much.
I will say my favorite moment was when Charmaine says, "There's nothing like a curved dick
I was gonna say
to
the
take
curve,
your
maybe
mind
curve dick.
off of the drama."
For me, I would say it was Dawn showing up.
The
and to show
Sagittarius
growth
wants the curved dick.
Right, yeah, just a little freak. But to show the growth with Dawn and Ashley, I like that he popped up.
I love
was like,
that.
Yay.
I love all things Charmaine. I
She's
just love her.
everything.
She's dope. She's funny.
Charmaine said, "Don't keep breaking up shit,
my
my boyfriend Airbnb."
Charmaine, come back. We love you.
Yes. Damn. Lily got on my nerves. I'm gonna just keep it real. I was irritated. This is a lot of shit going on out here.
It's a lot
Anxiety.
that happened to
I don't
see.
think I had a
That's my bad,
favorite part because everything was like leading up to some more bullshit. The whole episode was great though. I'm annoyed
Yeah, it was.
because I'm ready to get to the goddamn on Ryan and Kat. So I'm
Season-
annoyed.
Episode 2.
I have a feeling that my favorite part of this whole situation is gonna happen
next
next
week.
week. So I'm
next
just gonna
week.
wait
Next
for
week.
it.
We're gonna wait till next week.
Yeah, I think maybe my favorite part was Kat being like, "You fucked up, Danielle. This shit ain't right." She told her straight up
I'm
that
here for that.
what she did was fucked up and
Yeah.
that she played her, and so I'm behind that. I stand behind that, and we will just have to wait and see.
Oh, till next week.
Still, till next week to see what happens and where this is gonna go, how it's gonna get resolved, how Rachel is gonna handle it, how Kat and Rachel are gonna
How Ryan's gonna
interact.
feel.
How Ryan and Rachel are gonna, child.
It's a lot.
If Lily,
Ooh, child.
what's up with Lily? And if JR is gonna get handcuffed again,
Red velvet cake.
Lily and
It's a lot.
JR still trying to act like they not screwing. Just
It's too much.
it's
a
so
lot.
much. No wonder they had to. The season was so long. They had to take
Yeah,
a break and
this is
come
one of
back.
the
Like I
longest
get it
seasons.
now.
We know.
But we are out of time, you guys. So much drama. We tried our best to squeeze it all in. If we forgot something, just let us know in the comment section on YouTube, and we'll interact with you guys. And make sure you come and join us next week. But until next time, I'm your girl Carmen Cameron. You can find me on Instagram at king_Carmen_.
Yes, I'm glad to be here, guys. It's Miss Candi Marie. You can find me on Instagram at Miss Candi Marie and on Twitter at Sweet Kendora TV.
And you guys can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at ElMarieTV.
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. And I do want to give a shout out to Ryan because he was tweeting us and Instagramming us this weekend.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll
Yep.
see you this weekend.
Ryan, good luck.
Good luck, bruh. We're out. Bye.
Oh, shit.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.